Nothing ages a woman faster than a tired haircut, and nothing revives her faster than the right one. One small change, the right cut, the right shape, and suddenly, your reflection feels alive again. Because this isn't about chasing youth, it's about reflecting the confidence, wisdom, and beauty you already have. As we age, our hair changes. It becomes finer, softer, sometimes a little stubborn. And what once looked beautiful in our 40s or 50s may not flatter us now. But here's the good news. Modern haircuts today are designed to lift, soften, and brighten your whole face without needing hours of styling or hiding your natural beauty. In this video, we'll reveal the 3 haircuts that make women over 60 look instantly younger, effortlessly. We'll also look at 3 styles to avoid, because even the smallest details, like where your layers fall or how your ends move, can make the difference between tired and timeless. This isn't a makeover video. It's a conversation about owning your image and choosing styles that celebrate who you are right now. Because at 60, 70, or beyond, beauty isn't behind you. It's still right here, waiting to be seen again. So let's talk about the haircuts that can bring your reflection and your spirit back to life. As women, our hair has always been more than just strands. It's part of how we express who we are, how we show up to the world. But after 60, something interesting happens. Our hair begins to tell a new story. With age, our hair texture changes. It becomes finer, drier, sometimes more fragile. We lose pigment, which means we lose not only color, but also thickness and shine. Even the shape of our face begins to soften, and the haircut that once felt perfect suddenly doesn't balance the same way. That's why your haircut matters more now than it ever did before. It's not about chasing youth, it's about aligning your outer look with the vibrant, intelligent woman you are today. Psychologists have long known that hair deeply influences how others perceive us, and how we perceive ourselves. Studies show that people associate well-shaped, healthy-looking hair with energy, confidence, and approachability. But when our haircut feels dated or lifeless, it can quietly send the opposite message, even when our hearts and minds are full of life. That's why a modern haircut isn't superficial. It's symbolic. It says, I'm still evolving. I care about how I show up. And that small act of care can reignite confidence in every area of your life, from the way you dress, to how you walk into a room, to how you smile when you catch your reflection. The most flattering haircuts after 60 have 3 things in common: structure, movement, and softness. Structure gives your hair shape, it frames your face and adds lift where natural volume may have faded. Movement brings your hair to life. It creates that youthful bounce that signals health and vitality. And softness, whether in layers, texture, or how your hair falls, softens facial lines, blending them harmoniously instead of fighting against them. When these 3 elements come together, your haircut doesn't just flatter your face, it refreshes your energy. It makes people look twice, not because of your age, but because of your presence. I've met so many women who say, "Oh, I don't bother with my hair anymore. It's just too much work." But here's the truth. You don't need more work. You just need the right shape, one that moves easily with your natural texture and lifestyle. Taking care of your hair isn't vanity. It's self-respect. It's a gentle reminder that you're still deserving of attention, care, and beauty every single day. So yes, haircuts matter more after 60. Not because they make us look younger, but because they help us feel younger. They help us reconnect with that spark, that light inside that says, I still love who I am, and I want the world to see her too. If there's one haircut that never fails to refresh your entire look after 60, it's the soft, layered bob. It's timeless, modern, and endlessly flattering. But what truly makes it magic is how it lifts both your face and your spirit. The secret is in the layers. Not the heavy, blunt kind from decades ago, but light, airy layers that create movement and flow. They soften your jawline, open up your face, and add volume exactly where your hair tends to lose it. As we mature, our facial contours change. Cheeks may lose a little fullness, and our jawline softens. A well-cut layered bob brings balance back. The shorter pieces around your face subtly lift your features. It's like a natural, graceful facelift without a single injection. And because this cut sits just around the chin or slightly below, it draws attention to your smile, your neckline, and your posture, all the areas that radiate confidence and elegance. Another reason women love the soft layered bob. It's easy. You don't need salon styling every week. Just a quick blow dry with a round brush, or let it air dry for a relaxed, natural shape. For days when you want a little extra polish, add a dab of volumizing mousse at the roots, or if you prefer a more undone, French-inspired look, a touch of texture spray gives it effortless movement. The beauty of this style is its versatility. Whether your hair is fine, wavy, or naturally silver, the layered bob adapts to you. For fine hair, those light layers add volume and bounce. For thicker hair, they remove bulk and bring softness. And if you're embracing your natural gray, this cut highlights every silvery tone, catching the light in the most beautiful way. A haircut like this doesn't shout for attention. It glows with quiet confidence. It says, I've lived, I've learned, and I've found what works for me. And that's what true style after 60 is all about. Effortless beauty that feels completely authentic. The soft layered bob isn't just a haircut. It's a message. You still have that spark, and you deserve to shine every day. The textured pixie with volume, it's bold, liberating, and full of life. This isn't the short, stiff haircut of the past. It's soft, modern, and full of personality. It's for the woman who's ready to show her face to the world with confidence. No hiding, no fuss. As we age, our hair often becomes finer, especially around the crown and temples. The textured pixie works with that, not against it. The secret is in the layers. Short, feathered layers on top add instant lift and volume where it's needed most. It draws attention to your eyes, your cheekbones, your beautiful bone structure. And because the back and sides stay slightly tapered, it keeps everything looking light, elegant, and full of shape. Never flat or heavy. The beauty of this haircut is how easy it is to style. A tiny dab of texturizing cream or mousse, a few playful tussles with your fingertips, and you're ready. No rollers, no hours of blow drying, no complicated tools. It's perfect for women who want to look polished but live freely. Women who travel, garden, create, or simply enjoy mornings without spending half an hour in front of the mirror. Now, some women hesitate about going short because they fear it might look too severe or masculine. But today's pixie isn't about sharp lines. It's about texture and softness. Ask your stylist for choppy layers and a little lift at the crown. That subtle height elongates the face, adds youthfulness, and feels effortlessly modern. And the best part? When your hair moves freely and reflects light, your whole expression looks brighter, like someone just turned on a light from within. The textured pixie isn't just a haircut, it's a statement of confidence. It says, I'm comfortable in my own skin. It celebrates your face, your features, your story. It's the kind of haircut that doesn't compete with your personality. It amplifies it. And here's something wonderful. As your hair grows out, it only gets more interesting. Every few weeks, it takes on a new texture, a new energy. It's the definition of effortless chic. So if you've ever felt weighed down by your hair, or by the idea that beauty means length, the textured pixie might be your freedom cut. It's playful, confident, and full of movement, just like the woman you've become. If the pixie says freedom, and the bob says elegance, the shoulder-length shag says effortless confidence. It's that perfect in-between. Not too short, not too long. Just long enough to feel feminine, but light enough to move with every step you take. This modern version of the classic shag is soft, layered, and face-framing. It's not the heavy, choppy cut from the 70s. It's lighter, more refined, and perfectly designed for the natural texture of mature hair. As we age, we sometimes lose that natural lift and fullness around the crown and sides. The shoulder-length shag brings it back, without volume sprays or teasing. Its feathered layers add body and bounce exactly where your hair tends to fall flat. The layers also draw attention upward, toward your eyes, your smile, and your cheekbones. It's one of the few haircuts that flatters every face shape, because the movement and softness create balance and brightness. The modern shag doesn't ask for perfection. It embraces your natural texture, straight, wavy, or softly curly. You can let it air dry and still look polished, or add a few loose curls for more shape. It's the kind of haircut that actually looks better when it's not overstyled. And because the ends are lighter and softer, your hair moves freely, never heavy, never aging. It's ideal for women who want a modern cut that breathes, moves, and shines with natural confidence. The shoulder-length shag is for the woman who doesn't want to disappear, but she doesn't want to shout either. She wants her beauty to feel lived in, effortless, and completely her own. It's stylish without trying, youthful without pretending, and sophisticated without effort. Whether you wear it silver, blended, or softly highlighted, this haircut brings light to your face and ease to your daily routine. When you find the right haircut, something inside you changes. You don't just look different, you feel lighter. You catch your reflection and smile a little longer. That's what this haircut gives you. Not just movement in your hair, but movement in your spirit. The shoulder-length shag with face-framing layers reminds the world that style doesn't fade with age. It evolves, and so do you. Now let's talk about the other side, the 3 haircuts that can secretly add years to your look. And I say this not to criticize, but to empower you. Because once you understand why certain styles work against you, you'll have the freedom to choose cuts that truly highlight your beauty. Haircut 1. The one-length, heavy bob. A blunt, one-length bob can look sleek on younger faces, but after 60, it often does the opposite of what we want. It weighs the face down, emphasizes jawlines or neck areas we may not want highlighted, and lacks that youthful movement that layered cuts bring. Without layers, your hair can sit too stiffly, creating a boxy, outdated silhouette. What you want instead is lift and lightness. Even subtle layering near the chin or around the crown can make a world of difference. So if you love your bob, don't give it up. Just soften it. A few face-framing layers can transform matronly into modern and chic. Haircut 2. The long, lifeless length. Many women hold on to long hair because it feels feminine, and it is. But if your hair has thinned over time or lost its shine, keeping it too long can actually make you look tired instead of radiant. When hair grows past the shoulders and loses body, it can drag the face downward, emphasizing sagging or hollow areas. The secret: shape and movement. Healthy, medium-length cuts bring the fullness back where it matters, near your cheekbones and jawline. You'll look more lifted, more polished, and more alive. Remember, it's not about cutting your hair short. It's about giving it energy, direction, and softness. Hair that moves makes you look like you're moving forward with confidence. Haircut 3. The helmet or overset style. We've all seen it, and maybe even worn it. That stiff, oversprayed, perfectly curled style that doesn't move, not even in a hurricane. Styles like this age us instantly, because they hide our natural texture and create a rigid frame around the face. And the truth is, softness is youth. When your hair can move, when it has a little imperfection, it looks real. And real is beautiful. Instead of reaching for heavy hairspray or setting lotion, try a lightweight mousse or texture spray. Use your fingers, not a roller set. Let your hair live. It'll take years off your appearance. The truth is, these aging haircuts aren't bad. They're just unfinished stories. They belong to a version of you that once was. But today's you, she's lighter, freer, and beautifully evolving. So here's the secret. It's not about chasing youth. It's about aligning your outer appearance with the woman you've become inside, confident, wise, and radiant. When your haircut reflects that, you don't just look younger. You look ageless. Now that we've seen what works, and what doesn't. Let's talk about how you can find your perfect haircut. Because here's the truth. There isn't one magical style that suits everyone. The best haircut is the one that balances your face shape, celebrates your natural hair texture, and matches the life you actually live. First, your face shape. Think of your haircut as a frame. It should highlight your best features, not fight them. 1. Oval face. If your face is oval, you're lucky. This shape is beautifully balanced. You can wear almost anything from a pixie to a shoulder-length shag. Just make sure you keep some softness around the edges to maintain that natural harmony. 2. Round face. For round faces, the goal is gentle vertical lift. A layered bob or pixie with volume on top gives structure and draws the eye upward, instantly slimming and modern. 3. Square face. If your jawline is strong, soften it with movement. Wispy ends, soft waves, and side-swept bangs balance angular features beautifully. 4. Heart-shaped face. For heart-shaped faces, where the forehead is wider than the chin, go for cuts that add fullness near the jawline. A chin-length bob or textured lob creates perfect visual balance. 5. Long face. And for long faces, add width instead of length. Soft bangs or side parts break up the vertical line and give a more youthful, gentle frame. Next, your hair's personality. Because texture changes everything. 1. Fine or thinning hair. If your hair is fine or thinning, avoid long, heavy styles. They pull the hair flat. Go for layered bobs or pixies with lift at the crown. These create natural volume and the illusion of fullness. 2. Thick hair. For thick hair, you want movement, not bulk. Shaggy or layered shoulder-length cuts are perfect. They add flow without making your hair feel heavy or unmanageable. 3. Curly or wavy hair. If you've got beautiful natural curls, don't fight them. Shape them. Ask your stylist for layers that enhance your curl pattern, not flatten it. Avoid blunt cuts that make your curls form a triangle shape. Soft, rounded layers will give you bounce and control. 4. Straight hair. For straight hair, movement comes from subtle layering and texture. Add long bangs or gentle face framing pieces. They stop the hair from looking too severe or lifeless. And finally, the most important test of all, how does your haircut make you feel? Do you walk taller when you see yourself in the mirror? Does your reflection make you smile? That's how you know you've found the right one. The best haircut isn't the trendiest or the most expensive. It's the one that makes your outer beauty reflect the vibrant, confident woman you already are. When it comes to beauty after 60, the real secret isn't in the haircut. It's in the energy behind it. A great haircut doesn't just shape your hair. It reshapes how you see yourself. It's amazing how a few snips of hair can do what years of self-doubt couldn't. They remind you that you still have it. Because you do. You've earned every laugh line, every silver strand, and you deserve to feel as radiant as the life you've lived. So whether you go for a soft, layered bob, a textured pixie, or a shoulder-length shag, remember this: you're not cutting away age. You're revealing confidence. You're stepping into a version of yourself that's elegant, modern, and completely at peace with who she's become. And if this video helped you see yourself a little differently today, I'd love for you to stay connected. Subscribe for more style, confidence, and self-care inspiration made especially for women who know that growing older isn't the end of beauty. It's the evolution of it. Because when you choose to see yourself with love and grace, the world sees it too.